I already had my Valentine's Day gift.
Oh, really? You got it. You're one of those early shoppers.
No. I mean, I got my Valentine's gift like I received it.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Well,
No Heat basketball for 7 days, dude. That's what I needed to clear my heart, my black heart right now, because I don't feel love. I don't feel love.
But we're gonna.
All I feel is pain.
We're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it. You gotta do this too. You gotta go. We're gonna.
Does he feel like slapping the table makes it better for me? Because it doesn't.
Emphasizes things.
It doesn't make me feel better. And you want to know something? It does not help. It doesn't help that this Jimmy Butler, why am I not more mad at him? I mean, he completely foisted us. He completely pulled off the greatest heist of all time, made us stink, had all bad behavior rewarded. And you want to know what we get? They're 3-1, and now everybody's terrified of them in the West because you can't rule out Jimmy Butler now with Steph Curry. Everybody's just like, uh-oh. I mean, they just this. What did I do to deserve this? What did I do?
well, I mean,
What did I do? I said to pay him. Why is he not here? Why didn't this work out? Why didn't I get Damian Lillard? How is he playing with Steph Curry? Can I just say, Leroy, one more thing before you reprimand me?
Sure.
Can I just say this? Why do the Warriors always get away with it? Why do they always a leg up on the Heat? They got Kevin Durant. They got their legend an extra ring. And now they get Jimmy? And maybe take Jimmy to the promised land? Those rat bastards? And look how they treated their legends. Did they do right? Oh, the Heat don't do right by their legends. They sent Klay Thompson in tears to Dallas. They bullied Klay Thompson. And yet they're rewarded. They had a number 2 pick. And they drafted a big stiff in James Wiseman. And yet, they are here, rewarded. Steve Kerr, always a step ahead of Spoelstra. He's the head coach of Team USA. Spo's the assistant. And now he has Jimmy Butler in honeymoon land. Not disgruntled Jimmy Butler. Not, I'm going to fight you, Jimmy Butler. He's got, I'm paid and happy, Jimmy Butler, in Silicon Valley. He's probably going to go make a big face app. And all I am is a big face ass. That's what I am.
I can't disagree with you. So here's the deal. And here's what I would say. If Jimmy was here and engaged, how different would this team be?
I don't know, dude.
But that's my point.
I don't know, but you want to know something?
Even with Jimmy Butler, the team would be right about where it is now.
They would not be 3 games under 500 with an engaged Jimmy Butler, Leroy. No, they would not.
All I have is the last couple of years to.
But dude, but last year he was hurt, okay? Mm-hmm. And the year after that, like the difference between a play-in team and the 3 seed was like 2 games.
Oh, okay. All that being great. And if Jimmy would have played more games, they would have been the 2 seed.
Why did they get me Damian Lillard with Jimmy Butler? That's all he wanted. That's all I wanted. Why did you anger Joe Cronin so much, Pat? Look where we are. We are in ruins right now, Leroy. We got nothing. We gave up a first-round pick for Terry Rozier, who's being investigated by the feds. We have no Jimmy Butler. Okay, Bam Adebayo. It took him like 4 months to get his jump shot. I got Khalil Ware, who I had to strong-arm Eric Spoelstra into playing. This is hell for me right now. I don't think you're appreciating the situation. I am not in a good place. And this is supposed to be a day of love, and I have no love right now. All I have is Kevin Love, who is just flirting with Max Strus on Instagram. He's not even playing basketball. And all we have, what is the best part of the season? His jokey jokes on Instagram? I'm in no laughing matter.
I understand where you're coming from. I do. But for you to just make the assumption based on the last couple of years, whatever reason, that this team would be that much better with Jimmy Butler, that's where we would always disagree.
That's fine. But you want to know something? I know how this works out for the Warriors because they live their life with a horseshoe up their ass. So I know this is going to end with them in the finals. I know it is. I don't know how it's, dude. I don't know how it's how, Leroy, it's just always how it goes for them. They fall ass backwards into the greatest stuff. And now they have Draymond. Do you have Draymond Green, Frog Boy? This Draymond Green. I mean, you want to talk about this Draymond Green. Like, you wanted to. This guy lied to me. He lied to me because he was a day ago telling me. He was telling me, I think Andrew Wiggins is going to be an all-star with the Heat. Shut up. No, you don't.
He's played 2 games, dude.
He's played 4, and they really should be 4-0 because Kyrie got a very favorable charge call, and Jimmy should have had the game winner.
No, I'm talking about Wiggins.
Oh, yeah, maybe. I don't know, but I think that he was lying through his teeth.
Can you give him a minute?
You ever foist a kid in a cafeteria trade? You ever trade him like cupcakes for baby carrots? And you're just like, oh, no, dude, they're good. You're going to run fast. And I get my cupcake. I'm like, sucker.
Well, by the looks of the 3 of us, we can see who traded for carrots.
Not it.
So, no, dude, like, can take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. And, like, the team is no different than it's been the last couple of years. They're losing games the same way. And what I would say is this. With the new talent they have here, give them a couple of weeks before you have your meltdown.
All I have are Kalel dunks. That's all I have.
Oh, man. Did you see that one where...
Yeah, that was good.
But I would say the thing they got to figure out with Kalel, you got to make him more decisive.
Especially defensively.
He never knows when to leave or when to stay. And it's so frustrating to leave to help and then get dunked on.
Yeah, well, I tell you what's going to happen because this is how my life is going right now because I'm in hell. Is Spo's going to come back and goes, we fixed it. Kalel, Sioux Falls, Kyle Anderson at the 5.
No.
That's what he's going to do, dude. You watch. Just because he wants to stick it to us.
To us.
Just us in general, as Heat Nation. The pseudo experts.
You think so? When I was saying that, you said no. Now all of a sudden you're saying it.
But I didn't hear him bang the table like that. That's a desperate man, and he's gonna do Spo-like things, which means smaller.
Kalel's not going back to.
He better not. He better not. He better not.
And I would say that it's funny because Kalel is way more athletic, but that old head, he just know how to get in the right spots with the right techniques and stuff like that. So
I could already see Spo in love with him.
Oh yeah.
I could already see Spo in love with him. We're gonna get so much Kyle Anderson. You're not gonna even know what to do with it.
And he doesn't move fast.
His name is Slow-Mo.
I know. But he's always where he needs to be. And I think that's the only thing that's going to help Kalel with that is time, is playing and understand when you can go and help and when you don't help.
Tears says, during our next Civil War, if Tobin is next to me in the foxhole, I'm moving down the line.
I'm telling you, you are basically the radio version of those 2 knuckleheads from Major League.
Nick T says the Dame fault was Tobin's fault too. He kept mocking Joe Cronin on his national platform. I don't know what you're referring to. Jordo, it's your fault, Mr. Journalist.
Yeah, you do play a role in this.
But, I don't play a role in it, dude. I mean,
you totally play a role in this.
Is there a pivot point of all of this that I was in the room for? Yes, but I was not. I don't have a hand in that.
Nah, totally.
I mean, you realize how young your team is, right? You realize how young the Heat are now all of a sudden, right?
Oh yeah.
So great. What do you think that's going to entail? Like,
can anybody take? Can I just ask a question? Can I ask a fair question?
Sure.
Does the locker room not have Pepsi AC?
You think, dude? What do you think? A Tums can fix all bubble guts?
What is going on?
Wait. What do you think?
Are they like?
When you get the stomach flu and you chew a whole bottle of Tums, I mean, at what point do you realize, it's got to be something else? Right?
What is tearing through the Heat organization right now, other than sadness?
There's it's all over, dude. People are getting sick. Like you think, hold on. You think if there's the flu going around or the bubble guts going around or virus going around, that basketball players are excluded from those numbers?
They should be. Like, aren't they healthier?
Why?
Aren't you supposed to be healthier as an athlete? Gut free?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, you guys have our protein shakes and
by the way,
keto.
and you still have football players pooping on the sidelines.
Well, intangibles.
Too.
Right.
Like, Wade.
Yeah, man, I don't understand. Like, yeah, like they get sick too. And a lot of times it's worse because if one guy gets it, they're hanging out all the time and practicing with each other. It's very easy to pass it on to somebody else.
How are Ira and Anthony still able to write? None of them caught the BGs.
How do you know?
I don't know. I guess I could text them. I think I would have. Wade, answer for your crimes, Tobin. This one is on you. I'm dead serious. Not a joke.
Wait. The funny part is I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious.
Not a bit. Hashtag not a bit.
Not a bit.
Let me hear from Draymond Green. Just twist the knife a little deeper into me.
Ooh, the Heat team is Pepto-Bismol.
That's a point, Schmeathan, you rat bastard.
Yeah.
Point for Twitcher.
How would you assess Jimmy after 4 games?
He's a franchise changer. He's done that everywhere he's gone, and he is helping revitalize what we got here. The belief amongst this team now that he's arrived, as opposed to what it was before he got here, it's night and day. We let one get away last night, but this one tonight we would have lost. But just having a guy like that changes everything for us. So after 4 games, what was the word you used? Evaluation? No, assessment. The assessment is great.
Just shoot me.
Wait.
Just shoot me, dude.
What's the worst part of that? You hearing that Jimmy's doing great, or you hearing it from Draymond?
All of it. All of it is and on top of it, they lost to the Mavericks like G leaguers.
Here's lesson for everybody. When you get to the point where you realize it's not gonna work here, then where that person goes, who that person dates, who that person's friends with does not matter, because it wasn't going to happen with you. So I don't care how good or how well Jimmy plays at Golden State. Here's what I know for a fact. It got to the point where that was never going to happen here. So I'm not upset.
Because they were being cheapskates. That's why. Like, they were being cheap.
And so you think like, how can I get you to understand that Pat told you what his thinking was when he said, we can't have our star playing 60, 65 games. Okay? He needs to play more games. And the fact of the matter is as Pat looks at this team and says, if we just had our guys play more games, not only could we have a better assessment of where we are, but we wouldn't be in this damn play-in. Okay, and you keep saying that over and over again.
Understood.
To the point where I'm not rewarding anybody for playing.
Great. Well, you didn't reward him, and now he's been rewarded. And is this not the worst case scenario for the Heat?
No, because once it wasn't going to work here, and once he showed he was not going to play basketball for the Heat and play the way that they needed him to play to win, it didn't matter that he wasn't here anymore. You got to move on.
What do you feel, Frog Boy, listening to Draymond?
Pain, dude. Just pain. Like Leroy's right. He wouldn't have done that in Miami either way, but I think that hurts too. Like that just hurts that we went from having such a
He wouldn't have done that Miami unpaid.
unpaid.
You
Correct.
would have paid him.
But wait a minute. Wait a minute. When was the last time Jimmy gave you a 4-game stretch like he just did for them?
He did it last year. A little bit at that Cleveland. He had that little run ski, and then the ankle got twisted.
But you understand, like, he's supposed to be your best player.
This would have been new contract, Jimmy, though.
Oh,
You're making assumptions. I
mean,
would say Pat thought this. If we reward him and give him an extension, he's going to do the same things that he's been doing that has driven us crazy.
yeah. And Pat also gave a first-round pick for Timo Dame Lillard from Charlotte.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Wow. That's what we doing now?
Sorry, I'm lashing.
Timo Dame.
Hasn't played for 2 games.
Right. You still. Wow.
Dame half dollar.
You know, words can be hurtful.
Sorry.
Like, that man wasn't even playing. You call him Timo Dame Lillard. What's wrong with you?
Lame
It's
dollar.
Like, wow.
Jeez. Tough crowd.
Like, oh, that's terrible. Like, so, like, the
What?
Jimmy thing, you wasn't getting that. So to be upset that he's doing it somewhere else doesn't matter.
I think if we would have gone with Plan Tobes, I think that we would have gotten that.
You're making an assumption, though.
I think my assumption is fair.
You're making assumptions based on absolutely nothing. Because what if Pat thought if I reward him without seeing him play, he's going to continue to do the same thing, missing games and whatever, and we're going to be in the play-in again. And would Pat be wrong for thinking that?
I don't know. He's been wrong a lot lately.
No, that's not. See.
Yeah, it's been wrong a lot lately.
Take a break. We'll switch things up. I need some chuckles after that sadness.